The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, Dave. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's McMillan. And the pass hits. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Miami. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fair catch called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Slips through the line, and the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They go to the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Leaves it with the running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Anderson wants to throw. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Looking for a gap. It's Carr. And into the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Well, jet sweep pass. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Pocket starts to collapse. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so...
Can anyone catch him? And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Might as well give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Anderson will throw, trying to get to it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Using his legs, it's Carr. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds him out of the backfield.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Out of the backfield, he's open. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What a hit by by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Snagged on the outside, it's Carr. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Receivers working tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys are like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to take a shot, and the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Hurricanes are on the move. Oh, it's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Running to the left. Nice move there. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. once you got the lead, you know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little.
Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll call for the fair catch here. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller. And that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
To the air, it's McMillan. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now, the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They're going to test the right side with this one.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. Surging forward on the sneak. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Let's go. On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Anderson will throw. And it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Man, a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 28, LSU 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
Trying play action. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
It's reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
It's a reverse. Turns it on in midfield. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And how easy was that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up, and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys the ball in space.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Dropping back, it's McMillan. Deep shot for the end zone. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Fair catch, called for and made. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. We've reached the 2-minute warning and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll try the left side. At midfield, he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, what a move! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball to the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down coming up.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll try the right side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Field goal is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.